What's up guys, in this video I'm going to share with you the full guide to getting a girlfriend in 2023. This is going to be the easiest yet most effective method for getting to a successful relationship. Alright, so in this video I'm going to share with you guys my tried and tested method for getting a great girlfriend. I'm currently in a relationship, we've been going strong for 3 years, and it's a very happy relationship. And this is something that I've taught my friends and clients, and it's also worked out really well for them. So this comes with a lot of experience. Also, I'm going to share with you guys my personal conversations with a girl who I wound up dating, so you're going to see how the early stage of that conversation went. So make sure you guys watch until the very end. So first off, I think we need to address the big misconception that I see in the red pill manosphere community when it comes to relationships. They seem to have two categories. First is hookups, and second of all is relationships. And it's like, yeah, Alex, I know like with those hookup girls, I can say, hey, trouble, split a bottle of wine on my romantic balcony, right? But with the relationship girls, I have to be different, right? So they could put them on these like relationship pedestal. But the problem is that almost never works. For me personally, I treat every girl in the early stages the same. The relationship girls are just the same as when it comes to the hookup girls or the fuck buddy girls in the early stages relationship, right? I'm doing every single thing the same from a texting perspective, right? I'm being flirty, I'm being sexual, I'm basically trying to meet up with her and get her either to my place or a bar nearby, trying to hook up with her on the first or second date. The difference happens after sex. So if it's a girl who I just want a one night stand with, I'll hang out with her for 15, 20 minutes, as long as it's socially acceptable, and I'll be like, yeah, you know, it's getting kind of late, you know, I'll see you next time, right? Basically do it that way. Or if it's a girl who I actually see some potential with, then I'll hang out with her more. Maybe I'll have her sleep over. At the very least, I'll cuddle with her for an hour and I'll talk to her a lot, right? So I will show much more investment if it's a girl who I see potential with. So the first step to my method of getting into a relationship is to cast a very wide net. And I'm doing that by hooking up with a whole bunch of girls, right? If I'm looking for a relationship. Part two is I'm gonna slowly start screening out the girls who don't have the qualities that I'm looking for. So again, I'm investing time into a whole bunch of girls that I see some potential with, right? And I'm carefully screening for qualities that I want. One of the things that's very important to me is loyalty, right, and trustworthiness. So if a girl ever lies to me, she's automatically going to be put in the fuck buddy zone and she'll never have a chance of having the wonderful experience of being in a relationship with me, right? So I'm slowly screening. Now what I think is crazy is that guys will sometimes literally make up their mind and think that the girl is relationship material before they even sleep with her. They barely know the girl, but they're already putting her in this relationship pedestal zone, which is insane because you don't really know the girl unless you've been hanging out with her few months. So I continue hanging out with the girls for several months, right? Sometimes even close to a year, and I see how things develop. Now, all the girls who don't get screened out, which will be, you know, a very small percentage, then I just let things develop naturally. And typically it'll be the girl who will bring up the idea of being in a relationship with me. And I think that works a little bit better because it gives you a little bit more leverage and power. So that leads me to the last point, which is it's very important not to completely give up your power and compromise all your standards. So you don't want to be the guy that's constantly compromising before the relationship can even begin, because at that point the girl will have all the power and all the leverage, right? And at that point you're just going to be kind of shit out of luck when it comes to having a successful relationship. That doesn't mean you can't compromise. Doesn't mean that you can't give it an inch here or there. It just means that you need to hold on to your values and hold on to your standards. And if the girl violates your boundaries, you need to be very explicit about telling her that. And if it's something that's a major violation, then you need to be able to walk away. All right, now let's take a look at the actual text conversation I had with a girl who wound up dating for about a year. This is the chick I was with before Natty, and for some reason the Natty screenshots, the earlier parts of it are not on my phone. I think they just didn't get transferred when I switched different cell phones, but this is the girl I was with right before her, and we're gonna call her Lucy for anonymity reasons. So I basically met Lucy at a bar. She was there with like 5 girls, 5 guys, right? Big group of people. I think it was all a bunch of her coworkers. I went in pretty strong. I said, hey, nice to meet you. I kind of made some jokes, kind of schmoozled the rest of her group. And then I kind of pulled her aside. I isolated her. And I believe the joke I used was kind of like, hey, I want you to meet my mom. And she's like, wait, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, right? So it's kind of a little bit of an inside joke between us. Isolated her, talked to her for a few more minutes, tried to go for the makeout. She kind of playfully gave me the cheek. She's like, no, right? But I could tell she was interested. She was invested. Physically, she was my type, and personality-wise, I saw that she had potential. So I got her number, and this is where things begin here. I say, Alex, you winky face. She's like, hey, sorry, just got home. I say, staying out of trouble? Always, lol, haha. Good morning, by the way. Sorry, called early last night. I say, getting some beauty sleep for a date. So yeah, just like with my Tinder conversations, I'm always trying to move things forward pretty fast. For sure, and I have so much fun that Saturday. I was exhausted. How are you? Good, just finished a big workout. And you? Awesome, you went to the gym? I really want to start gym again, but I'm being lazy sometimes. I roller skate, but it's not enough. Now I'm home resting, today was busy. I say, see, chica, and yes, you should. Maybe I'll help. My strong hands guiding you during those deep squats. So again, being very flirty, you know, any girl I'm talking to her, whether it's a one-night stand girl or relationship girl. We'll see about that, haha. I say, indeed, do you like wine? Yes, actually, I went to a place called Cooper Creek and I liked it a lot. Do you? Good, me as well. We should split a bottle sometime soon. Sounds like a plan. Do you know any good places to enjoy one? I say, yes, Red Bar, it's right down the street from me. How about if we find something in the middle? Now, this girl lived about an hour from, Brickell from where I live, right? But again, kind of what I was saying earlier is you don't want to start just giving in like in the early stages. So, if I meet her halfway, then that's going to set a precedent for the rest of our relationship, right? So I want to get her to come to me. So I say, do you drive? She's like, yes. I say, perfect. Come to Brickell. It'll be well worth it. And you don't drive? I say, oh, I do. Come here this time, and next time I'll come to you. So this is a line I use quite often when a girl wants to meet halfway, and she doesn't respond. So I wait a few days. I say, don't be shy. She's like, it's not about being shy. I would just prefer to meet somewhere in the middle. So here I send her this voice memo.
And here I was, looking forward to romancing you all around Brickell.
So just kind of being funny and amusing. She's like, okay, your message was deleted. I couldn't hear what you said. So I send it to her again. She's like, I know, send it again. I say please. Haha, are you serious? So then I just send her this.
No, I'm always serious. And what I was saying earlier was that I was looking forward to romancing you all around Brickell.
Also, you can see that there's a big difference between how I talk when I'm doing a live stream, I'm doing a video, I'm doing debate, and when I'm talking to a girl, right? I try to slow down my speech and make it a lot more smooth and seductive when I'm talking to a girl. She's like, haha, romancing me all over Brickell. What's that supposed to mean? Because I'm Latina, and by that, I could get it totally wrong. So I respond with this.
I mean, in the most innocent ways, of course.
Right, so I'm being playful here. She's like, okay, well, let's plan something next weekend today. I'm at the hospital, too much work, dehydrated, not feeling good. And she actually sends me a photo of her in the emergency room. I say, oh, damn, feel better, thanks. How are you doing? Hey, you, much better, thank you for asking. How are you? Great, relaxing with a drink on my romantic balcony. Haha, lucky you, send me a picture. So here I send her a picture. She's like, nice view. You still drinking? Nope, had to leave some wine for a date. So always bringing things back towards the meetup. When is going to be our date? Depends. What's your schedule like? Friday, go out at 6 p.m. and Saturday off. I say, I'm flying to New Jersey for the weekend. So next week, unless you're free tomorrow evening. So here's just literally just logistics. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Some logistics. And once again, I'm re-engaging. But we should get together sometime soon. Oh, why are you so cute? Of course, I know when you didn't come back for me. Yes, we should. And every time that basically the date doesn't happen, I have to re-engage, I'm always redoing the soft close, right? You don't want to just because you soft close once, assume you always have it in the bag. So again, every time I'm re-engaging, every time I'm trying to set up a new date, I always soft close. So here I have to re-engage a little bit. I send her a photo of the wine. I say, yes, the bottle's waiting. And then I re-engage, still waiting, ... She's like, I'm sorry, I've been busy, but I'm up for a glass of wine with you, but we weren't supposed to have a wine at Red Bar. So here I send her this voice memo.
We were, but then I realized that my balcony overlooking the city was a lot more romantic.
So here I get a little greedy. I'm trying to see if she'll come straight to my place, and it doesn't work, right? Which is fine, I understand there's safety reasons. She doesn't really know me well. She's known me for like 5-10 minutes. So I'm willing to go have a glass of wine with you to a bar, but I don't know you that well to go to your house. So if you want to have a drink with me in a different place than your house, let me know. Right, so yeah, totally understandable. So here I'm just gonna meet her in public.
Well, the ladies do very much like my hose usually. But yeah, I understand. Let's just meet at Red Bar then.
So this is a little bit of a language barrier. She says hose, right? And I make a joke out of it and I say, but she doesn't really understand it. So I'm like, you didn't understand what I was referring to? No, please elaborate. Anyway, so here I'm just like, anyway, let's meet up Saturday. She's like, we can see, let's do Saturday. Here I'm just being flirty. Someone was up past their bedtime. What time are you free tonight? See you at 9. Is that okay? Yes. So here's just logistics. And we meet up. So we meet up at the bar and we wound up vibing really well. We were at the bar for like an hour and a half, just chatting, laughing, having a good time. Eventually I pulled her back to my place. And I do remember there was one funny moment during the date. So basically everything was going really well. And then we get inside and she sees what my place was. And at that time, I did not live in a nice Miami penthouse. I was living in a semi-shitty one-bedroom apartment with Indian peas sleeping on the couch. So she walks in my place and there's basically a half-naked Indian dude on his computer in the living room. There's just trash everywhere. And she's like, oh my God, where did I get myself into, right? But I was able to kind of calm her down, get her on the balcony, build the vibe back up again, and wound up hooking up. And like I said, I didn't know at this point in time this was gonna be my girlfriend, right? But I did have a good feeling about her. So I hung out with her a little bit more after we hooked up. I walked her to the car, which I'm not gonna do for every girl, right? I'm not gonna do it for a girl that I just see as a one-night stand type of thing. But with this girl, I insisted on walking her to her car. She was like, you don't have to. I'm like, no, I'd be happy to, right? Because again, I want to show a little bit more investment if it's a girl I see potential with. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a few screenshots after sex. So I sent her, that was fire. She's like, what was? I'm like, last night, definitely. Guess what? What, missing me? Haha, haha, my place is spot clean. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm so proud of you. Haha, take a picture and show me. Yes, you'll have to see it for yourself. So here we just exchange voice memos back and forth. Like I will in person. So again, moving things towards the meetup. She's, so here I'm trying to basically, I'm just trying to meet up with her, right? I'm gonna be a little flirty, have a little back and forth, but I'm just gonna try to get the second date in as soon as possible. I think I can tomorrow night, but I'll let you know tomorrow afternoon. Need to organize. Good. How's Sunday? I'm free anytime after 5. Guess where I am? The wharf. So just a little back and forth, back and forth. Again, so just moving things towards the second meetup. So I'm like, you mean my super romantic place? So for the second date, I can get her to come straight over, right? So the public thing is only necessary for the first date. If you actually have sex with a girl, then why would she not come over? So I'm like, you should come give it your seal of approval this weekend, talking about my place. I think I could go Saturday night to give you my approval. Sounds good, perfect. I'll let you know in the morning. So here, just more logistics. She's on the way, bam, we meet up. But yeah, so you can see that basically, again, I'm keeping things very fun and flirty, right? I'm moving things forward, and I want to get the second and third date in as soon as possible. And what I'm going to do in this situation, which is what I did exactly with Lucy, is I try to keep things casual first. Like at first, I'm not taking her on a bunch of fancy dates. I'm not doing anything crazy. She's just coming over, we're hooking up, maybe we're getting food, we're cuddling, we're shooting the shit, and I'm just kind of feeling her out, right? I want to see if she has the qualities that I want in a relationship, right? And I'm just slowly letting things evolve. So it's always better to go from booty call to a relationship because you can move that way, but you cannot go from a relationship to a booty call. All right, so to quickly recap, here are the 3 steps that you want to use to successfully get in a relationship. Step 1 is you want to cast a very wide net. And the big mistake guys make during this part of the process is they put some girls on a pedestal. They're like, oh my God, she's relationship material. You know, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna make a move until the 4th or 5th date. The problem is they never get to the 4th or 5th date because by the 2nd date, the girl is bored and she moves on. So what I'm doing is I'm treating girls who I want to hook up with exactly the same as I'm treating girls who I want a relationship with before the sex. Step 2, after the sex is you want to show a little bit more investment, right? So you can do that by cuddling with a girl, by having her sleep over, by going out to eat with her, right? But you're showing the fact that you're interested in her a little bit more than sex. And step 3 is you're slowly weeding out all the girls who don't have relationship material qualities, right? So that's girls who are disloyal, girls who have any kind of mental issues, girls who, for example, gaslight you, stuff like that. You're very carefully just weeding out all the girls who are not worthy of being in a relationship with you, and you should be left with 1 or 2 girls. And at that point, you just let things develop naturally. Anyway, hopefully you guys found this video valuable, and show some love like I always say by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, clicking the bell for notification, and sharing this video with a few friends because that really helps in the algorithm. Also, make sure you guys check out our Tinder ebook that is completely free, link in description below. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.